Let's talk about target customers and where to find them. One of the biggest mistakes I see small businesses making is trying to connect with a lot of different people in one ad. The ad is so packed with messages for different people that it's too full and people just skim right over it. In the end, with print, social media, radio, billboards, even a trade show booth, if you're trying to speak to everyone, you actually speak to no one. I completely understand for small businesses when you're starting out, you don't want to eliminate a possible customer. You're grabbing for any business you can get. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't sell to people, but what I am suggesting is that when you're spending money on marketing, that you should target that marketing to the people who love you most and will buy from you and buy often. I like to think about the ideal customer. Who is that person that will buy whatever you have to sell regardless of the price? Who is that customer that you love to work with and they have a problem that your product or service can really solve? These are the people who you should spend your marketing dollar to find and connect with. These are the people who you want to sell your products and services to because it's a great fit and doing business is really easy. If you've been in business for a while, you can probably picture this person in your mind. So the first thing I like to do is create a description of them. What makes them a great customer? Why are they easy to work with? What is it about their problem that you can solve easily? Are you different from competitors? Are you better? Is what you do making their lives easier? Then I like to think about who they are. What's their gender, their location, an income level, maybe an industry that they work in, education level, cultural background, maybe a life stage. The other thing that I like to think about is how are they solving their problem right now that you could provide a product or service to help them solve in a better way. As you can see by these questions, these are very specific to one group of people or one problem. Remember, I'm not saying that you shouldn't sell to everyone that wants to buy from you, but when you're thinking about marketing, think about this ideal customer. From my experience, it's better to spend money on helping those clients know about you and find more of them so that they'll buy from you more often. Once you've got some traction with that one market, you'll be in a better place to move on to another ideal customer market. You'll have cash flow, you'll have processes in place, and that makes it easier to move to a different market. You'll also have some customer experience, some reviews. Things like that are really important in today's marketplace. Let's spend a few minutes considering how to find these people. This can be a little bit more complicated, but it's kind of like planning a vacation. Going to the airport and randomly getting on a plane won't get you to where you want to go. You could end up in a really cold place and you've packed everything for a hot holiday. Most ask questions like, who's coming? Is it the whole family? Is it a few people? Do we want to go skiing in February or do we want to go somewhere warm? You get the picture. When you're spending your hard-earned money on marketing, you want to attract customers. You want to know where to reach them and spend your money on those things that will actually hit the mark. When you're spending your hard-earned money attracting customers, you want to know where to reach them and what to say to help them recognize that you can solve their problem for them or make their life easier. A common mistake is, well, everyone is on this social media platform, so I have to be on this social media platform. I also hear things like, well, my partner does all the marketing and that person's good on a social media platform, so that's what we use. The problem with those strategies is that saying that everyone is your customer isn't really helping. It's just not true. My parents are seniors. My mom is active on Facebook, but she is not on Snapchat. My dad doesn't even know how to click. They also look forward to seeing what's coming in the mail. I have young adults in my life, and they don't even know what email is for, and I use email all the time. The female is on Instagram and the male plays video games, and they don't cross over. Just because you use a social program individually, or read a magazine, or go to a trade show, doesn't mean your ideal customer is there. And that's a common mistake that we make, thinking that everyone is just like us. Talk to your ideal customers and observe their habits. Where do they get their information? Where do they socialize? What activities are they into? And that will give you a really good picture of where you could connect with them. In the end, if you don't do some homework to find out how and where to reach your ideal customers, you're really just shooting in the dark. It's much less expensive and much more effective to take aim and then fire with your marketing. You've got a worksheet to complete after this video. The challenge for most businesses is that they have lots of marketing opportunities. Narrow down your ideal customers to one or two and really focus your investments on them. Give it a try.